Thank you so much for stopping in. I wanted to take a few minutes to remind you all that I am a conscious trance channeler through automatic writing. That means I receive messages in a conscious state, and I handwrite the words I receive, and then I make the videos and read those writings to you. I am curious about a lot of topics, and I always kind of want to go a little deeper with each of the messages. What I've discovered, well, I've known it for a long time, but what I discovered is if I go back and read a channeling that I received, there's always more. More comes, generally more comes. And over the past few weeks, I thought maybe I should, consciously decide to maybe do that. That means I wouldn't have new messages for you. The new ones, we can always add to the old ones. I've wanted to dive deeper. I have topics that I'm curious about, like aliens, remote viewing, timelines, clones, reptilians. I just want to ask about all of those things. And even though I want to ask about all those things, our universal energy source, our galactic team, our off-planet friends, they want to give you the messages that we've been giving you. So I pretty much leave it up to them. But I want you to know that I've asked them to delve deeper, intentionally deeper. And just a little bit more, a few more comments. You need to keep an open mind. You need to listen to these messages. You need to let the messages sit with you for a little bit. Don't necessarily have to have an immediate answer. These aren't channelings that give you immediate answers. And I also want you to know that I'm skeptical about a lot of things. I'm certain about a lot of things too. And I'm absolutely certain about the sources, our sources, universal energy, galactic friends, team, off-planet friend, everybody. I am absolutely certain that they are benevolent and they're giving us information ahead of time. And I do have my own process. I confirm it all the time. And I have rules of engagement, which are very important. I also stay unaware. I do my best to stay unaware of current news, current reports. And I've always wanted to go into a question, if I'm asking a question, normally, or in the past, definitely 6 months, the channelings are led by our benevolent partners. But I've always wanted to go into a question without knowing anything, or basically as little as possible. It makes it a little more difficult to connect the dots if I don't know about some kind of whatever's going on, but it helps me stay neutral. Anyway, I do also want to say that if you like this style of getting information, please subscribe and share with like-minded people. It's really important going forward to know, to gather people together, get them on the same thought pattern. So I do have a channeling for you today. And I received this January 2nd of 2026 at 9:28 a.m. The question was, will shadow government be eliminated? This is the channeling. Total elimination is very dangerous to maintaining the fabric of world society. It holds up certain foundations that support any and all countries, organizations, religions, collectives. If fully eliminated in a quick manner, it would collapse many, many countries and leave them without guidance, which then makes way for greater evil and criminal influences that are less sophisticated in methodology to organize and operate. The strength of the individual is weak to influences and easily routed to do the will of the influencer. Mass chaos across the entire Earth realm would occur. This is not what prevents the complete elimination. It is what delays elimination, because we, as the overseers, watchers of the Earth realm, it is our requirement to ease humanity into harmony with solid foundational character. Humanity advances and then falls back. That's the dilemma. There are still too few who will or can take the reins and lead humanity collective into the harmonious era, the new era, without wanting to control. It will not be religious leaders who take the rein. It will not be governmental leaders who take the rein. It will not be the establishment educated who take the reins. It must be the individual, sovereign individual of the collective who take the rein, and without ego or control, with outcome for all to have soul sovereignty, body sovereignty, thought sovereignty, with benevolent harmony across all peoples, across all lands, simultaneously. All need to be transformed at the same time, generalized time across the Earth realm. That's where it ends. So the last thing they said was all need to be transformed at the same generalized time, the same generalized time across the Earth realm. So when they said that, I said, what does generalized time mean? And I will put that in the next video. Please listen to these. Hear them. Let your head, heart, coherence drive your way through any of these messages. Please stay tuned, because there's a lot more to come.